Someone just shot on. Okay. As great as it sounds, don't shit on the road. Maybe I shouldn't shouldn't say that, but don't poop on the pillars. It's impressive that it stayed there. The people over here are so welcoming and curious. The people over here are so welcoming and curious about everything. And kind of cool, because it's like in the city people don't talk to you. You have a whole bunch of Karens who are like, get on my land, but nothing like that over here. It is a nice day. The sun's not too severe right now. People are covered. Oh, look at that beautiful. I mean, I wish you guys could see the view. It's just kind of nice. Wow, look at that. This is where they probably do make the statues for the pujas. Or maybe this was unfinished. But this would be a deity. So it's basically just straw and clay from the river. And these traditions have obviously existed over a myriad of years, decades even. So I think, wow, look at this house. Wow, look at the thatch roof. And then they've got এটা ইউটিউবের জন্য ইউটিউব হ্যাঁ এটা কি এটা ঘর নাকি
কোন ঘর ছোটখাটো ভাটা
এটা কি সুন্দর আমি অস্ট্রেলিয়া থেকে আছি তো এইটা দেখিনি কখনো
এটা ছোট আমাদের ছোট জায়গার মধ্যে এই কোন রকমের করে চালাতে হয়
তো এটা কি আপনারা এইসব বানায়
হ্যাঁ
আচ্ছা
এইসব বানানো হয় ভিতরে পাকানো হয়
আচ্ছা ও নাইস থ্যাংক ইউ That's where they make the bricks.
হ্যাঁ ভিতরে এইসব করা হয় এখানে পাকানো হয় ওই মাল কাঁচা মাল পাকানো হয় সব
Wow, okay. তো এখানে আপনারা এই সব বানান
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
Wow.
এর ভিতরে
আপনারা টাইলস বানায় না বাস এটাই
না টাইলস বানাই
Oh, wow.
টাইলস আর 10-12 রকম টাইলস হয়
এটার কি মাটির সঙ্গে আপনারা বানান
পলি মাটি
সব এই হুগলির মাটি থেকে
পার্সোনাল সব জায়গা আছে আমাদের নিজস্ব জায়গা খাত করা আছে
আচ্ছা
সেই খাত থেকে মাটি কেটে তোলা হয়
Wow, okay. এটা কি ভালো আচ্ছা থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ
ধন্যবাদ
এটা আমাদের এখানে নেই এমনি সব এটা যেমনি কি পূর্ণ সময়
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ চিমনি দিয়ে হয় ওইসব চিমনি দিয়ে সব বড় বড় আমাদের ছোটোখাটো আগে টালি ছিল এখন এই কোন রকমে করে চালানো হয় আগে এই টালি কারখানা ছিল এটা এই টালি এই টালি হতো ওখানে এখন ওই টালিদার হয় না এখন ওইটা কোন রকম
এইটাকে টালি বলে
হ্যাঁ এই টালি আছে আরো ফ্ল্যাট টালি হয় সব সাথে
আচ্ছা I won't keep your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I told you, they're just super nice. They're just super kind and like loving in the villages. They're not like maliceful. It's just another world. It's just another world. I'm just like a little bit curious, but also very inspired by the way these people live. You know, because it's like, this is what it was 30 years ago. And when I lived in India, it used to be like this. It used to be quiet, and you know, people were just like on bikes and bicycles, not bikes, and there were pools of ponds everywhere. People had showers in them, and it wasn't like you had a bathroom or a toilet. It was just out there. Hey, you gotta say hi. You just gotta say hi. You gotta be kind and welcoming and approachable, because you're in their land. So you cannot be standoffish if you're a vlogger, I feel. This is my day of vlogging overseas in another country, in another language. I wonder how I would do if I didn't speak any languages other than the ones that I speak, and I had to visit a place. This is the side of India that people don't want to show you, because it's easier to show you the big, monstrous, ugly, egoistic monuments of kings and queens, which is great in its own way. But this simple life, this like for example, look, there are canoes. Or hello, little one. There are temples that have been probably here for a while. They just stare. Like, look at that. It's just a random temple. People's lives, the way they live, just on display. No pretenses, no inhibition. Freedom. Real true freedom. Hello. A bitch, you got a great smile, so use it, because it'll get you out of a myriad of issues. Well, at least I think so. Let's continue. By the way, the roads here are so much better than the city. It says something, doesn't it? It's really telling of the kind of, and it's cleaner. It's so much cleaner. Yeah, of course, littering is a part and parcel of the experience, because they haven't figured out yet how to manage waste. But here somehow they have learned how to manage waste in a more delicate manner. This is probably a brand new house being built. I mean, it's right across from the river, so it is one of those places where you're probably going to be like, 20 years down the road, when this all gets up and becomes big corporate buildings, the land will be worth a lot more. Wondering if I should sit down and actually get something to drink. But there is nothing around here yet, so I'm going to have to go back to find out what we can do. This looks to be a school. I'm telling you not to litter because it'll kill the dolphins. I don't know if there are dolphins here, but this is definitely a school. No one's honking at you, which is kind of cool. Hello, boys. And there are so many towns like this all over the country, and nobody really wants to explore them, and I don't think we should. I think the more these places are exposed, I'm going to try it this way. I've tried going straight. Let's try going this way. I bet you these places are really quiet at night. Hear yourself think. It's not different from when you're in Australia. Sometimes it's very quiet. But people living in nature, how they adapt, all these things are so much more important than what we pay attention to now. দাদা, এখান থেকে কোথায় যেতে পারি? আমি একটু ঘুমে গেলাম। আমি ওই পাড়ে থেকে এসেছি। হ্যাঁ, কি টাওয়ার্স আছে ওইখানে। হ্যাঁ, কিন্তু আমি একটু ঘুমে গেলাম। তো
লোকেশনটা কোথায় যাবেন? মানে এমনি
আমি ঘুরছি এখন। হ্যাঁ,
এইটা সোজা রাস্তাটা মানিকপুর চলে যাচ্ছে।
মানিকপুর। আচ্ছা, তো সিধে ওইখানে ফিরে চলে যাব তাহলে?
অঞ্চল থেকে যে অঞ্চল আছে দেখবেন সারেঙ্গা অঞ্চল,
হ্যাঁ,
আপনি যদি অঞ্চল থেকে সোজা একটা রাস্তা নেমে যাচ্ছে, ওই রাস্তায় যান তাহলে কেডিডি পড়ে যাবেন। ওখান থেকে আবার চাঁপাতলা যেতে পারেন।
আচ্ছা, আমি কিছু জানি না, আমি এখান থেকে না, তো আমি এইখানেই আমার ভালো লাগছে।
আচ্ছা, মানে আপনি
আমার বাংলা তো পরিষ্কার না, তো আমাকে ক্ষমা করে দিন।
না না, অসুবিধা নেই। আপনি অ্যাকচুয়ালি লোকেশন মানে ঘুরতে এসেছেন যেহেতু,
হ্যাঁ,
তাহলে এদিকে ঘোরার জায়গা আছে, মোটামুটি খোলা টোলা আছে, ঠিক আছে। এই সামনে যাবেন রায়গম্বরী খোলা,
আচ্ছা,
ভিতরে যেতে পারেন,
ওকে,
ঠিক আছে। খোলায় গঙ্গার ধার পুরো সামনে মন্দির আছে,
ওইটা দেখলাম,
মন্দির দেখলেন। এবার ওই দিকে গেলে খেয়াঘাটে যে খেয়া করে এসছেন, নৌকো করে এপারে এসছেন, ওই দিকে গেলেও মন্দির পড়বে, সারেঙ্গা পোল পড়বে, ভালো মন্দির আছে।
ওকে, আর আপনারা এখানে কি করেন? এটা বিজনেস, মানে কি এটা
খেতি বাড়িও হয় না, এটা জাস্ট আমরা গ্রাম অঞ্চল, পাড়া, এটা একটা ছোট পাড়া।
তা কি ভালো, আমি এটা কখনো দেখিনি।
আচ্ছা,
আমি কলকাতায় জন্ম হয়েছে, কিন্তু আমি এখান থেকে চলে গেলাম অস্ট্রেলিয়া।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা আচ্ছা,
তো আমি এখানে ফিরে আসলাম এখন 20 সাল বাদ। তো
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা,
কিন্তু কলকাতা এত ধোঁয়া, তো আমার পুরো চোখ নাক সব কিছু খারাপ ছিল। এখানে এসে এত ভালো লাগছে, তো আর লোকটা এত ভালো ভালো করে কথা বলে, তো থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ। তো এখানে কিছু আমি এখানে স্ট্রেট লেন নাই
না, এখানে এইটাই শেষ।
আচ্ছা,
এবার আপনি যাবেন সোজা,
আচ্ছা,
খোলা পড়বে, দেখবেন একটা বাড়ি আছে, বাড়ি থেকে একটা দেখবেন কিছুটা গিয়ে কালো গেট আছে,
ওকে,
ওখান দিয়ে সোজা চলে গেলে আপনি পুরো গঙ্গার ধারে চলে যাবেন। মানে মানে যেখানে ইট তৈরি হয়, ইট আছে না, এগুলো ইট তৈরি হয়, সেটাও দেখতে পারবেন কিভাবে করছে না করছে, ঠিক আছে।
ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ, হ্যাভ আ গুড ডে।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Okay, I recorded my shoulder the entire time. That was not fun. But these are, I guess they're like water tanks, like you have to press them. Like that. It's kind of cool. And not that it matters, but haven't done that in a while. But it's good to get some cool water on your neck. This is on one road, and you have to go inwards, and there's people's houses, which I think this is all part of their land. See, I would probe more. I'd want to go in, but I don't know if my language skills is smooth enough to get me there. So I'm not trying to push myself too much. You gotta be careful of these dogs. They tend to be a little bit on the unruly sides. They are dingoes, actually. They are types of dingoes. So, there are a lot of similarities between Australia, the native fauna, and some parts of India. Most parts where these dogs exist. I'm gonna go that way. দাদা আমি এখানে যেতে পারি? আমি বাস ঘুমতে এসেছি তো। কি সরি? I'm Australia, from Australia. আমি ভাবলাম কি এটা গেট আছে এখানে, তো আমি আমি এখানে I was born here. আমি এখানে আমার জন্ম হলো। আমি ছোটবেলা থেকে আমি ওখানে
কোন শহরে?
সিডনি। হ্যাঁ। আর তো এই গেটটা কিছু না, আমি এখানে থেকে যেতে পারি? থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ। So I've gotten through the gates. Hello. Hello. Apni? So this is like a Puck Dundee. If you look, these roads are quite hard to navigate, and people do this with bikes. So it's not like, hello. এটা গ্রাম? এটা কি? আর নেই। ও ওকে, একটা লোক বললো কি আমাকে আমি এখানে আসতে পারি। হ্যাঁ, এটা কি কাজ করেন আপনারা? Sorry? Eat. Okay. That's cool. Oh, এইসব এটা এখান থেকে নিন। আমি এখানে ঘুমিয়ে আসি। Thank you. So it looks like the people who make the brick down that way, make the brick here, and then they have the kiln, which is where I showed you guys. And this is the village. This is really the village. Like the people here. Koro, onek koro. Mar shahado koro. Hello. Hello. আমি ঘুরতে এসেছি একটু ভালো ঠিক আছে থ্যাংক ইউ You gotta be welcoming and open to people, or else they will look at you like the way they look at everyone else, hostile, like outsiders. Because these people have been neglected or treated unfairly in some way, shape, or form for many years. So show kindness, show love in your heart, and you know, it's the human experience. What you want to do on these trips is really capture the human experience and interaction with people around you. It doesn't matter if you're, you know, in a 5-star hotel and, you know, whatever that is, you know, top 5. Not nearly as exciting as talking to people on the road, seeing the everyday person work and work really hard. So I'm happy that I came here, and I'm just gonna have a view. I'm gonna show you the view of what I can see. It's still quite foggy because it's only just 9 o'clock in the morning. I woke up at 5:30. So for me, it's about the exploration, and this is explorable. Far out. So this is all the mud bricks that line the banks of the Hooghly. And it's, in a way, kind of cool because if you think about it, if you really think about it, when you have the Durga Pujas and the Kali Pujas and all of the pujas where the festivals where you have the clay and you have the hay and you're making a statue of the god or the goddess that you worship. It comes from this land and then it goes back into this land, and somehow that resonates all the way through to the day-to-day work of people. Whatever they take from the land goes back to the land. So it's a great experience and a very learning experience. Let's see what else we can do while we're here. Wish me luck. পিসি এখানে আসতে পারি? আমি এখানে আসতে পারি? আমি দেখতে চাই কি আপনারা কি করছেন। आप हिंदी समझते हो? आप हिंदी बोल सकते हो या बंगाली?
हम लोग हिंदी।
अच्छा, हम बस देखने आए थे कि आप लोग क्या कर रहे हो। हमने नहीं देखा ये सब कभी पहले। ये यहाँ से, ये मट्टी यहाँ से आई है ना? ये मट्टी यहाँ से आई?
और मालिक वो मट्टी दे रहा है।
अच्छा,
मालिक, हम लोग आए हैं दूसरा जगह से काम करने के लिए।
अच्छा, आप लोग कहाँ से हो?
नेवादा।
कहाँ से?
नेवादा।
नेवादा, वो कहाँ है?
पटना जानती है?
पटना, बिहार।
हाँ?
हाँ
मेरा तो
हाँ, बहुत अच्छा. अच्छा ठीक है, आप लोग को छोड़ते हैं अब. थैंक यू. अच्छा. I try to relate that I am also part of them in some way, shape or form, but I clearly am not. But nonetheless, we are all connected by the human experience, as I said. So it doesn't really matter if I'm them or not them. It's all just fun to connect to people. क्या हुआ बबुआ? बढ़िया. ऐसे ही रहो. I think these people are from another state, but they work over here. And there is some hostility. Hello. There is some hostility, I suppose, because a lot of the work that people from Bengal can do get taken away by the work being done by other states. But these people are, you know, from the village, from Namaste. And this is where they live, these houses. आप लोग यहाँ पर सोते कहाँ हो?
अंदर में
कैसे?
वो तंबू मिला के उसके अंदर बिछने मिला के सो जाते हैं।
और खाना कहाँ पकाते हैं?
अंदर में
अंदर ही?
उधर चोला उधर भी
छोला उधर में. वाओ, दैट्स सो कूल. तो आप लोग वहाँ पर क्या बोलते हैं उसको? लकड़ी डाल के खाना बनाते हैं. Nice. The music is also from the 90s, which is kind of like reminiscent of my childhood, so I am not hating it, not a bit. भाई, अगर मुझे वहाँ पर जाना है तो मुझे वापस यहीं से जाना है. हाँ, अच्छा ठीक है. थैंक यू. The smell of cow dung. People might think it's gross, but I don't. I actually think it's kind of nice. It smells like food's going to be cooked. And for a lot of people, that's the case around the world. I know online we do talk about stuff like, oh, look at them, they're drinking cow urine or camel urine, and it sounds gross, and it may not be hygienic, but when you live on the land like this, and say if you have to go to the hospital and it's about 70 kilometers away, you can't, then morning. You can't, so what you do is you figure out methods to heal yourself through nature, and then that again seeps through to your day-to-day life, like cooking with cow dung. And as a kid, I remember many a times going on holidays and having lunch at a small little dhaba is what they call them, but a restaurant. In other words, someone just shat on. Okay. As great as it sounds, don't shit on the road. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but don't poop on the pillars. It's impressive that it stayed there, but maybe not. It's a healthy poop, so there was probably some good fiber being had. But as I was saying, on a less gross point of view, they use cow dung to cook their rice, because the dung was dried first, made into little cakes, and then those cakes were put in the fire, and then they burned, and they cooked their rice and so on and so forth on it, and their food for the day. And sometimes when I smell that, when I walk past these things, most foreigners and people from the West would probably say, this is gross. But nuance, right? What we don't know, we judge. And sometimes maybe we should stop judging so much and figure out what we don't know. Nobody's gonna watch this vlog. What are my SEOs gonna be? Village life, hashtag cow dung. Nobody's gonna watch this. But this needs to be out there, because this is the fabric of what civilizations are made of. People. Villages. As they call it here, jillas or zilla, which is, I think, an Arabic word. I'm not sure. Could be Bengali, could be Hindi or Sanskrit, but it sounds very Arabic. Okay, I think it's time for me to go back home, have something to eat, get some breakfast, and start another adventure. Maybe to figure out where I'm going to go from here. I was hoping to visit Shantiniketan or the Siddhabans, so I will follow up on that journey soon.